Welcome back to another video, everyone. So at the start of this video you saw us move the library. So for some of you who don't know about the library, there was a listing on the internet and it said a library for sale, which was complete. So we messaged them, and my brother and I, Michael, we went and had a look. It was a few hours drive, and it turns out that it was this huge 19th century, so around 1851 or 52, this was first made, library, which was from a chateau. And there is so much of it, it's unbelievable. I mean, just walking around this room, you can see how vast it is in size. And it just keeps going and going. There's two mirrors. One is an overmantel, and another one of the mirrors is just a mirror which is on a wall. I imagine it probably had a console below it. You've got these beautiful designs which go above the doorways as well as the mirrors. So you've got 3 doorways, 2 mirrors. One of them is missing the glass, but that one's upside down behind. Yeah, it's a huge, huge library. These are the reveals. I believe they're for windows. Here you have 2 double doors, and you have 1 single door which looks like a double door. So you have 1 fake door and 1 real door. It's a huge, huge library. It has some of these beautiful old switches, which obviously are a modern addition, but they're still quite old. There are 10 bookcases in total. I believe 6 of them have glass doors, which we have, and 3 of them are plain, which just have shelves with no glass. One of them is meant to look like a bookcase, but it's actually for hanging your porcelain. So this is it here. All of the bases of the bookcases have these drawers that slide out. So, you know, if you're choosing some books, you can put them on here. This room is very dark. I can't open the shutter, but these are all the glass doors. There are 6 of them in total. And also in this room, there are more pieces. These are mostly the door surrounds or panels that need assembling. You've also got these sort of air ducts or vents. These probably went above radiators maybe. So you're probably wondering how much I paid for this library. I paid 4,500 euros for the library itself, which is an amazing deal, I think. And I paid an extra 500 euros for delivery. The person who sold it to us said that this library came out of the Rothschild Chateau in Paris. He didn't provide us with any proof or any pictures. However, on the back of one of the cabinets, it says Rothschild. On the back of this unit here, everyone, you can see that it's written Rothschild. When I first saw this library, I realised that it would never go in the chateau. The chateau has all its original interiors still, so it wouldn't really make sense putting this library in the chateau. Also, the chateau isn't the same style as the library, so that's another reason. But mainly because of its size. This library is intended for a room of 100 square meters. We don't even have a room in the chateau which is 100 square meters. 60, 70 square meters at a push in some of the rooms, but definitely not 100. So it's come here to the convent, mainly for storage, but I think it's going to stay here. There are quite a few rooms in the convent which are more than 100 square meters. The room I'm currently sat in is 110 square meters. The room next to the chapel is almost 100 square meters, so I'm thinking it could possibly go there. If there's any part of this convent which is probably most haunted, I'm probably standing in it right now. This part of the convent formerly was the infirmary. Basically, if the nuns weren't well, this is where they would come for a bit more attention. Or maybe in most cases where the nuns were nearing the end of their lives, this is where they got a lot of care. So 6 former bedrooms could easily become 6 new offices, one for myself, one for Gwendolyn, one maybe for my brother Michael, and maybe one for Ryan if he ever returns. Which is also amazing about this place is because they spent a fortune renovating it, I'd say about 20 years ago. It's not going to cost a lot of money to turn it into an office or studio. So I'll give you a quick tour. As you walk in the doors on the left, there's a small toilet. There's a sink and a mirror behind the door here. You've got a huge room with a modern tiled ceiling. I've opted for black matte acoustic tiles. They've already arrived. Here you've got a fire alarm and the electric box. Most of these breakers need changing, but it's in great condition. You've got a small kitchen here. But for some reason there's a second kitchen. This kitchen will stay, but it will be changed for a more modern one. This is the server, or the rack. This is where the internet, the internal storage, all things like that will be distributed. Also the cameras, CCTV. Duncan's currently doing that at the moment. Duncan is a genius. We've even got the fibre optics coming in. Here you have a very, very outdated washroom. There's a shower, sink, another sink and a bidet. This can all be updated, but that would be great. So down this corridor here, you've got 2 more double doors and you have the 6 former bedrooms. Each bedroom is in really good condition. They literally only need decorating and new floors. They've got adjoining toilets in each one. So you've got a wash basin, toilet, and a bit of storage. I imagine they can just stay like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. They're in great condition. So they've all got double glazing and electric shutters. I haven't chosen a room yet, which I'm going to use as an office. I'm going to wait until the work's done and then I might choose. Out here is the fire escape with remarkable views of the courtyard. Look at that. I think that is an amazing use of that space. It's pretty huge as well, that floor. It's the entire length of the building minus the very end window, which I think is the stairwell where the lift is. That's a huge office, isn't it? It's really, really, really hot here today. I am going to water the plants quickly, all the yew trees, and then I'm going to go home and enjoy the rest of the weekend where there will be no more work. So thank you to everyone who watched this week's video, and I'll see you all next Sunday.